What's good, YouTube? Dmgaming here, guys. In this Kakarot inspired video, I really want to tell us to slow down. I'm gonna tell you why. Let's go. Alright guys, before we get into today's video, please check out Beautiful Halo, guys. They have a ton of anime stuff, anime clothes and stuff like that, including Dragon Ball Z, and they have some, I actually have that jacket that they just showed. So check them out, the link is in the description box, and as well as the promo code for that extra % off. Now, this is what I want to discuss, guys. This is why I say slow down. Because of the recent news that we've gotten, what I'm seeing more than anything is everybody seems to be wanting the boss battle to be Broly. I'm going to address that. And they seem to want the arc to be either Goku Black or Tournament of Power. And they also say that I've had some people say that the Tournament of Destroyers, which is the Universe 6 and 7 tournament, is too short. None of this is true, guys. Like, here's what my issue is. My issue is we need to slow down. Guys, trust me. If you want the most out of this game, you don't want them to jump straight to the Goku Black arc, because after that would be the Tournament of Power, and then we wouldn't have any more content. Now, for those people who are saying that the Tournament of Power can't be possible because you can't fight on the ground, guys, I truly believe that there is a very simple fix for that, because I want you all to go into your time machines and go fight Great Ape, Gohan, and Vegeta. They're fighting you on the ground. So ground combat is possible. Now, why they hadn't put it in the game, I don't know. But also with the Tournament of Power, all they would have to do is call it an original story arc, just like they did with the Beerus thing. They called it an original episode, and then just have it to where you can fly instead of fighting on the ground. That's a very easy fix. But you don't want them to jump straight to the Goku Black arc, guys. The reason why is because in the Universe 6 vs 7 tournament, or the Tournament of Destroyers, we are introduced to several things. In the anime, we're introduced to Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. That wasn't in the manga. However, we were introduced to a number of new characters, and we were even introduced to Universe 6. Like, come on, you're going to skip over that? It also opens the door for us to get more content in the game. The more DLCs that they do for the game, the more content we're going to have for the game, the longer this game is going to last, the more chances they're going to have to get those things into the game that we want to have in the game. Guys, this game is, I can't say this for fact, but based off of previous games, Dragon Ball games that Bandai has done, they've done multiple seasons for those games. I know people are going to say, but this is a single player game, DM. So what? They have to put out a game every year, guys. They're going to have so many games, 3 to 4 games that are going to be on a rotation. You see what I'm saying? That's what I believe that business model is. There is no reason why they wouldn't do another season pass for this game. Guys, look, let me map out this timeline for you, okay? We had Battle of Gods, episode 1. Episode 2 could easily be Fukatsu no F. It could be Frieza based. I don't know how they're going to do that, because, mind you guys, Resurrection F wasn't in the manga, but it was in the anime. And in the anime, it was only 4 episodes long. So it makes sense to do it as a boss battle. Trust me, you don't want Broly as the boss battle, because if they do Broly, they're going to have to do the old school Broly. No. Anyway, they're going to have to do the old school Broly, and they're not going to be able to do the new school Broly, because if they do the new school Broly, that falls right after the Tournament of Power, which means if you want the true Broly experience, you don't want that to be the original episode. I would much rather Frieza be the original episode, and we get the true Dragon Ball Super Broly experience after the Tournament of Power. But following that map, Battle of Gods, Resurrection F for the Arc Universe 6 and 7 tournament. And you may say, how can that be 8 to 12 hours? That's simple, guys. Before that arc starts with Goku and Vegeta training on Whis' planet. Therefore, you're going to have training. You can have subquests there and stuff like that. And it can lead into the Tournament of Power. That can very easily be 8 to 12 hours. Okay. And that's in season 1. And then you start season 2 and you shoot it off with the Goku Black Arc. And then you can have the Universe 7 verse 3 tournament where they fought the Wolves. The Dude Trio, those guys. The Universe 7 verse 3 tournament, you can split that up into boss battle episodes. You can have you can do 3, or you could just do it as a mini arc or something to that effect. I think something like that would merit an arc or a small arc. Anyway, you could do that however you want. And then the third part of that would be, of course, the Tournament of Power. So now you have 3 more things to create another season pass. That's season 2. Season 3. Now you can start adding the Dragon Ball, or you can even add Dragon Ball Super onto Broly, Dragon Ball Super Broly onto the end as a boss battle episode at the end of season 2. Season 3, now you can start incorporating your movie characters because we have the time machine. So now you can go back and add all the boss battles. You can add the history of Trunks. You can add Bardock, and then season 4, 5, you can add GT. I mean, you see what I'm saying? This game can very easily have that. And I think if this game goes up to 4 to 5 seasons, if this game is supported for up to 2 to 3 years, how much content is going to be in this game? Look at, and then before you say, oh no, we want the content now. Look at how Xenoverse changed when it was very first released to when that last DLC pack came out. Even the story mode got stuff added to it with Fu, and you going back. Then you actually even got the team up, and they had master attacks that you could do together with your master, and you can either take them into the battles with Fu's storyline, and everybody had a different storyline and outcome. Then you had Hero Coliseum, raid battles. All of that stuff wasn't present when the game first came out. Look at Dragon Ball FighterZ right now. The game is not the same now as it was when it first came out. Okay, so for those of us who want things added to Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, you want all of this stuff added, guys. If they stop at season 1 and no longer support the game, you're not going to get those things, okay? It makes sense that the more they add to this game, the more benefit it's going to give us. That opens the door for us to get things like world tournaments and all that in the game. So I want to show you something here for those of y'all who said the Universe 6 and 7 tournament isn't long enough to be 8 to 12 hours. Guys, there's a total of 10 fights if you count Monaka in hit. The first fight you had Goku and Batamo, and I know y'all gonna say, well, Batamo and who did he fight? Vegeta? They couldn't fly. So what? Neither could Great Ape Vegeta, but you fought him in the game. Neither could Great Ape Gohan, but you fought him in the game. Come on. So Goku versus Batamo, that's one fight. Second fight was Goku versus Frost. Third fight is Piccolo versus Frost. Fourth fight is Vegeta versus Frost. Fifth fight is Vegeta versus Vegeta. Sixth fight is Vegeta versus Kaba. Seventh fight is Vegeta versus Hit, and then Goku versus Hit, which, like I said, in the manga, they didn't have Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, but it was in the anime. And then match 9 was Monaka versus Hit. You see what I'm saying? That's 8 to 10 fights. That merits a arc, guys, because you're going to have story in between that. You're going to have cutscenes in between that. And then, like I told you, the arc starts with them on Beerus' planet training. So that's where the subquests and things like that could come into play. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? It is long enough. My point is, you don't want them to skip that content, because if they skip it, thus fewer characters in the game. Hey, Hidden Kaba ain't going to be in the game. Y'all want more characters in the game? Y'all want more support characters in the game and stuff like that? Even with Golden Frieza, Master Roshi fought against Frieza's henchmen, so it's a chance that he can become a support character. That gives a chance for Krillin and Tien to become playable characters and things like that. But when you skip straight to Goku Black, or you skip straight to the Tournament of Power, you cut all of that out. All of that potential content, all of that extra stuff that could be added to the game to extend this game's longevity, to improve on things that are in the game, is left out. The longer they're working and adding content to this game, the more time we have to get things in the game. Guys, there are things that we need improved in this game, and I have a video about that coming up I may do it this evening, or I may do it tomorrow, but that is the next video coming up for Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, is things that need to be improved or streamlined to optimize gameplay in this game. If they end it at season 1, those things won't happen, and you're going to be left with a sour taste in your mouth. You see what I'm saying? But if you want that $25 worth, trust me, man, play it out. Let it play out. I know y'all want Goku Black. Know y'all want Tournament of Power. Know y'all want Dragon Ball Super Broly. That doesn't mean that they need to skip over all the other stuff just to get there. You're cutting the content short. You're cutting the game short. You see what I'm saying? Allow them to do all of that. Ask for that tournament of the Tournament of Destroyers. That needs to be in there. That opens the door for us to get a chance to have an actual tournament mode in the game, because they may be like, hey, you know, we're putting the Universe 6v7 tournament in there. People are probably going to want to actually play a tournament. Let's introduce a tournament mode into the game. You see what I'm saying? There's so many other things that people aren't considering when they, oh, I don't want that. Let's just skip straight to this. You get what I'm saying? So give them time. You know what I'm saying? Let's get as much content in this game as possible. Everybody wants to play with Ultra Instinct Goku. Everybody wants to fight Jiren. Yeah, I want to fight Dragon Ball Super Broly in the game. But guys, I don't want to skip over any content to get there. I want as much in this game as humanly possible, because guys, they don't plan on doing a sequel. That was their initial plans of making this a standalone game. If this is going to be a standalone game, if this is the only game that we get like this within the next 5 to 6 years, I want to have everything possible in this game. I want to have all the super. I want to have all the movie character villains. I want to have everything. I can't even think of all this stuff. You see what I'm saying? Also, you want to note this, guys, that you don't want them skipping over content, because I know in the Goku Black arc, Goku and Vegeta use the hyperbolic time chamber a lot. You see what I'm saying? So, hey, maybe that'll give us a chance for them to open up the hyperbolic time chamber as the actual place to train. Open up King Kai's place as an actual place to train. And that's some of the things that I'm going to talk about in the next video, where I'm talking about streamlining Dragon Ball Z Kakarot to give it more oomph. You know what I'm saying? So let me know what y'all think down in the comment section down below, guys. Please subscribe to the channel. Help me to hit that 15,000 subscriber goal by the end of this month. That's all I got for right now, y'all. Also, before I go, I do have to say this. There is a gentleman by the name of One Arm Gamer. He is on Twitter. I do need to shout him out, because I promised him I would do it. And I probably should have did this at the beginning of the video, but I didn't, and I apologize. But this is him right here on Twitter. You can find him on Twitter at @1_handgamer. And his YouTube channel is going to be, I'm going to pin it in the comments, because I know a lot of y'all ain't going to make it to the end of this video. So I'm going to pin his information on that video, guys. This gentleman came to me. He became a member of the channel, subscribed to the channel, and stuff like that, and was telling me his story, guys, and it's very inspirational. He's recovering from a stroke, but you can see that here. And I'm going to pull his YouTube channel up, because this guy streams like crazy. I'm talking 9 hours on end and stuff like that. You can see his channel here. 391, man. He's almost at 400 subscribers. His goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers. But I mean, he live streams Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. You see the Pirate Warriors, Warframe. He does some Shuji buys. He does a lot of content. All of that with one hand, guys. So please go check him out. Please, if anything, go subscribe to his channel. Let's help him reach 1,000 subs. Because, man, that's dope that somebody can go through something like that and reach out to gaming as that platform to get some normality in your life. You get what I'm saying? But I'm going to pin his link to his channel in the comments section, so check him out, guys. But like I said, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. That's all I got for right now. Till next time, thanks for watching. Peace.